Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha and if you're new, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. It's been a while, so I do apologize. Today I want to talk about products that I want to focus on for the rest of 2023 and potentially finish in 2024. Um, I feel like I have a good range of different products here. So I'm going to just jump right into it. For skincare, I have like a few skincare items or things I would consider skincare. So, first up, I have this Artistry Studio Glow Tini Cocktail Booster. I add this to my moisturizer in the morning and at night, and it just adds like a little glowy hydration aspect. So, I would like to try to finish this up. I would say I'm a little more than halfway finished. Um, I don't know if I'm going to be marking these yet or not, or if I'm just going to make a list and be like, okay, I used this up, this was my goal to finish, kind of thing. I don't know yet, but I would like to finish this up. Next up, I have another product from Artistry. This is the Perfect Pout Lip Exfoliator and Conditioner. I have quite a bit to use up in this. I'm not sure how deep this is. Judging from that seems like a pretty decent pot of product. So I don't know how long this is going to take me, but I'm going to start focusing on using it a little bit more, the next month. Next up, this is actually a product I can start using now. There's not much left, but I really do love this product. This is the Lolly Beauty Arnica Elderberry Jelly. And this product you put on like breakouts and it's supposed to help reduce the redness and everything. I don't know if you can tell because I do have some makeup on as of right now, but I'm having some breakouts around my nose. So I'm going to start using this and see if I can finish that off by the end of this year. Next up, this is another product I've been using pretty frequently. There's a giant air bubble in here, and then I'm afraid to like try to squeeze it out because I don't want to waste product. But this is the Goldfaden MD Bright Eyes Dark Circle Radiance Concentrate. So it's basically like an eye cream. I've been using it. I haven't noticed any difference, but this is a small sample, so I would like to just go ahead and get it out of my collection. Up next is another sample. This is the Higher Education Greek Week Hydrating Probiotic Sleep Mask. There is only 10 mLs of this mask in here, so maybe 2-3 uses. I haven't even opened this, so I feel like this is a product I would have to use like consecutively because it's like in a cardboard thing. There's not really any way to seal it back up after I open it. And I just want to try to get through some of my other masks. So would like to use that sample up. Next up, I have some perfume samples here. These should be fairly easy to use up. I have finished my full-size bottle of perfume, so all I'm working on right now are perfume samples, and these are the 4 I found in my bathroom as of right now. I would like to use these up before I purchase another full-size perfume. So yeah, the first one we have is Jean Paul Gaultier, and I apologize if I'm like butchering these names. You can tell there's really nothing left in this. This is maybe a couple days, maybe a week's worth of perfume left. Up next, I have not touched this one. I think this is Eilish, the Billie Eilish perfume. I don't think I've maybe smelt this, sprayed this like once to smell it, and I haven't reached for it since. This is Very Good Girl Caroline Harima Glam. Again, I'm probably butchering these names. This is kind of like the first one, maybe like a week's worth of perfume left. And then I did like this one. This is the Valentino Donna Born in Roma perfume. Again, maybe like a week's worth. So I want to start focusing on those. And my goal would be ultimately to get at least these 3 out of my collection by the end of the year, but we'll see. Next up, I'm going to talk about makeup. I have 3 lip products. I have 4 lip products. Sorry about that. I guess there is only 3. So quite a bit surprising. I have reached, like, I've used up a lot of lipsticks this year that I did not think I was going to finish up. So a lot of the lipsticks in my collection now I've purchased because I'm running low, and just wanted some like variation in my collection since I have used up so many. I do feel like these 3 lip products I should, fingers crossed, should be able to finish in 2024, because if not, like I don't know what I'm doing with my life. The first one is the NYX Filler Instinct. This is a plumping gloss. This is a clear gloss. I have taken the stopper out, so literally I am just scraping the remainder of this gloss out, but I haven't been focusing on it. So I just need to like knuckle down, buckle down, whatever, and use it. So I'm scraping the last little bit out, but I want to go ahead and finish it because to me this is not an empty yet. So I want to try to finish that up by the end of the year, if I can. The next one, this is a Beauty Bakery lipstick in the shade Desserts First. I have this tiny little nub of lipstick left. This one I feel like I can manage. I feel like I would use this one up before I use up the next product I'm going to be talking about, because this is definitely like my shade of lipstick that I like wearing. It's a berry tone, beautiful color, just something that I like wearing. So I don't see any trouble using this up. I don't think it'll be the end of 2023. I do think it will, go into 2024. But after 2024, I hope to have this out of my collection. Last but not least, if you've been following me for a while, you have known how much I've hated this lipstick. Not even hate, that's not even the correct word for it. I don't hate this lipstick. I like this lipstick. But, it's very annoying that it's still in my collection. I just don't use the shade nearly enough. I have tried to put it in projects. I have tried to set goals for myself. I have used this lipstick as blush and tried to use it in a variety of other ways. This YSL lipstick, and it's just a red, tiny sample lipstick. The nub is, compared to the Beauty Bakery one, literally, it's probably right around the same. The packaging is, for the Beauty Bakery, is a little bit bigger, but literally probably about the same amount of product in here, and I could finish this up probably if I focused on the Beauty Bakery one, maybe 2 months max if I just really wanted to focus on it and use it up. I have put so much work into trying to finish up this little lipstick that is driving me insane. I am so ready to have it out of my collection, and I don't want to say that I feel like I'm hate painting it. It's annoying to me because I've used up full-size lipsticks this year, and this sample is still just hanging around in my collection. It's a beautiful red. So I hope maybe over the winter holiday season, maybe I'll reach for it a little bit more. Maybe I can get some use on it. But it's just not the color that I typically reach for. If I want a reddish type of color, I reach for the berry tones over a true red any day of the week. So I will not be purchasing a true red anytime soon. It's just not doable for me. It doesn't last. It would last in my collection, but I want to move through my collection. I want to use things up and enjoy what I'm using And I'm not necessarily hate panning this, but I just want it gone. I'm like, what the heck? So this should not be a surprise that it's in this video. Moving right along, I have two blushes. The first one is this Ciate London blush. It's in the shade Date Night. You can see I have hit pan, and there's really hardly anything left. I actually put this on top of the other blush that I'm going to be talking about today. And there's really not much left, but I feel like I've had some hard pan on it, so it's not really, like, the payoff's not working as well as I would hope. So I'm gonna try to maybe scrape this and repress it maybe to try to get that hard pan off. I don't know if that's gonna work or if it's just gonna ruin it. So I do like this color. I would purchase this. This is just, I think, a sample I got in like an Ipsy bag or something like that, like forever ago. But I really do like this color, and it's nice. It's a really nice blush. But because I have pan on it, I would just like to finish it up and get it gone. So we shall see with that. Sorry, my nose is driving me nuts. The next blush I'm going to talk about is the Sophia and Maybell Too Pretty blush and highlight duo. I'm going to focus on the blush portion. You can see that, hopefully you can see that. I can see like the waffle pattern of the pan under the product. My goal for this would to just hit pan under normal circumstances. However, I want to try to use this blush up because I feel like there's not a ton in here remaining. Since I can see that pattern basically throughout the entire pan of product, I feel like I could probably use this up fairly quickly, especially with how much and how quickly I go through blush on a daily basis. So I would like to try to completely finish these two blushes. Hopefully this blush by the end of 2023. This one, you know, I don't see, if I finish this in 2023, I'm going to be very, very surprised. But thinking about 2024 products I want to pan, it's definitely this blush. I would like to expand the pan on the highlight side, but my main goal would be to use up and finish up the blush. Next up, I have some complexion products. The first one is a tiny sample. This is the Yenza Super Serum Silk Concealer. This is just a sample. I feel like there's an air bubble in here as well, so I'm not really sure where I'm actually at. I don't feel like there's a ton of product left in this, but I don't reach for it nearly as enough because I think it's typically a little light, and when I got this, I was a little bit darker. I was like my summer shade or whatever. So I'm going to try to use this within the next couple of months as a concealer. I might even use, like, multi-purpose it as a eyeshadow base kind of thing and try to get this out. It's just, I don't reach for it. I really like the concealer I use. I'm not a huge fan of this, but I will use it up. So that's gonna be gone. Up next, I have two foundations. Depending on how light or dark I am, I will mix them or I will use them separately. So the first one is the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. I am in the shade L4. This has been laying down in my makeup drawer, so I can't really tell you where exactly I'm at with this. And the same thing goes with the e.l.f. one here. This is the e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation in the shade Vanilla. I do think I am further along in the NARS foundation than I am the e.l.f. foundation. Funny story with this. I actually went to Walgreens to pick up like my son's medicine or whatever, and I found this on discount for like 30 cents. and it was my shade, so I had like picked it up on impulse because I was like 30 cents for foundation. Yeah, sign me up. So I'm working on both of these foundations, and once I get these out of my collection, I don't know what foundation I want to try out next. So I would love to hear your recommendations in the comments below. I really haven't been wearing a ton of makeup here lately, so my panning has been kind of slow, but hopefully, since it's not as blistering hot as it has been, it's starting to get a little bit cooler here in Florida, finally. I can actually get back into wearing a full face a little bit more, so hopefully have those two completely used up in 2024. The last complexion product I would say is this Beauty Bakery Flour Better Not Bitter setting powder. I use the shade Oat, which is translucent. I have used one of these up before, and I really do like this. I'm probably right where it says Oat, so right down here if I turn it on its side. But for me, that is not an accurate description or like accurate measurement of how much powder is in here. And I've kept the sifter in this one. So when I get down to not being able to get any more product out with the sifter in it, I will pop the sifter out and just finish it up. I have found that I'm liking more of a pressed setting powder more now. Just my preference has changed, but I do think this is a really nice setting powder if you're in the market for like a loose powder. So, and then last but not least, I have this Nomad Duo American Sparks. It's the Intense Eyeshadow Duo in Half Dome and Delicate Arch. You will notice that this is the only eyeshadow that I have talked about in this. So it's this tiny duo. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty close to be hitting pan on the shimmery shade, the matte brown, or this matte brown shade. I don't reach for a ton, but I want to try to use them up. I don't know if you can see that shimmery gold shade. I'm getting ready to start a pretty massive eyeshadow project within the next month, so no spoilers there. So I wanted to not focus so much on my eyeshadows with all the other painting projects that I will be planning for myself in 2024 and have just one big eyeshadow project pan. But I do think this would complement that project fairly well, and it's only like 2 eyeshadows, so I'm gonna try to finish that. I would love to know what products you're gonna try to finish either before the end of 2023. If you have a list of products that you want to pan in 2024, what are those? I'm sure I have more products that I'm gonna be like, oh, I want to pan this, I want to pan that, but I'm gonna try to slowly like rein myself in, and not try to put too many of the same products, or same type of products, I should say, in projects this year, so I can really focus on what I want to use up. I want to be able to get some of the older products out of my collection. I may be doing a big eyeshadow declutter. I'm not sure yet, but that is my plan. I hope to maybe be doing this eyeshadow declutter in December so I can go into 2024 with a fresh, clean start, I guess, and not have those like in my inventory videos that I will be doing. But if you like this video, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help out my channel, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.